Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to the Ask Learning Leaders show. Coach Mike here in beautiful, sunny Shanghai. We're just wrapping up with the end of July. So excited to get back to the fall semester at Learning Leaders. We have an incredible amount of exciting and motivated students joining us for our fall semester courses. If you haven't registered yet, please do online. But most importantly, let's get now to the questions from our students to learn about public speaking debate and everything in between. All right, let's dive right in and get into the show. So first question coming up.
Hello, my name is Darren, and I want to ask Learning Leaders, how does LincolnDouglas debate work?
Oh, Darren, great question. So how does LincolnDouglas debate work? So LincolnDouglas debate was originated with Lincoln and Douglas. That's right. Abraham Lincoln and Stephen A. Douglas. So Lincoln and Douglas were actually political rivals in the state of Illinois in the mid-1800s. So I don't remember the exact year, but we'll say late 1840s. These guys were debating back and forth in fairgrounds and farmyards in Illinois. So they would have one debate and then they would ride a train to another town and have another debate, and these were on the concepts of slavery, equality, and freedom. So whereas Douglas wanted to support the claim that slavery should not be eradicated in the new territories in the US and should not be restricted, Lincoln, on the other hand, was a proponent that the southern states could keep their slavery, though we would not extend slavery into the new states. So anyway, that's a little historical background. So now what Lincoln-Douglas debate means is that you have a one-on-one debate as opposed to a team debate. And speaking times can vary depending on where you go. A classic speaking time would be 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and 5 minutes. So opening speaker, opponent speaker, closing speaker, one-on-one. And you're usually debating on moral or ethical issues as opposed to policy issues that are seen in other forms of debate like policy or public forum. So Darren, Lincoln-Douglas debate is a pretty unique style because it's one-on-one and you're typically focused on ethical or moral issues, which would be kind of similar ones going back to these ideals of Abraham Lincoln and Stephen A. Douglas. Now, of course, when Lincoln and Douglas went, the opening speaker would speak for 60 minutes, the second speaker would rebut for 90 and then present their own case, and then the final speaker would go for 30. So the speaking times are a little bit different, but the idea is still the same. One-on-one debate, super fun, super challenging. You should give it a shot. All right, next question here.
Hi, I'm Brendan. I want to ask Learning Leaders how to be better prepared and organized during a debate to provide a better speech.
All right, Brendan, asking a great question. How to be better prepared and organized during a debate. So first thing I just want to get out of the way here is that everybody has their own organizational system. Some people like checklists, some people keep notebooks, some people have computer files. Everyone works a little bit differently, though the fundamental idea of organization is to be able to find something when you want to find it. So whatever system works best for you, whenever you want to find something and you can find it, that to me is a pretty good sense or a pretty good definition of being organized, if not an overly simplified one. So Brendan, within the context of debate, what you probably mean by organized is to actually be able to find your information, find your ideas, and then structure them in such a way so that it's easy to present during the course of your speech. So again, everybody has slightly different methodologies, but I'll encourage you to think of this one. It's quite simple and it's really pragmatic and useful. So before the debate begins, you need to, in whatever format you want, either on the computer or an analog piece of paper and files, create a debate file or folder. And therein, you keep track of everything in one single place. So you keep all of your evidence together. You keep all of your supporting documentation and argumentation together in one place so that it's easy to find. Then come up with some kind of notation system. Could be a highlighter, could be using a pen or a marker, and then simply go through and mark the important elements of this document. The evidence, the quotation, the statistics, whatever you need. Then, once you have that already done, you already have your evidence found, it should be much easier to construct a case or to build an argument around the evidence that you have. So, for example, Brendan, let's imagine that you're doing a debate on I don't know. Let's take this pencil. Should students use pencils or pens in class? Now you go through and let's say you're supporting team pencil, so you're gonna find all this evidence to support team pencil. Now when it comes time to get all of the evidence from supporting team pencil from your sheet onto your speech or into your speech, what you're gonna need to do, Brendan, is to use the famous note card. And this, guys, this is the secret. I cannot stress note cards enough to be organized during speeches. Whether you want one, whether you want two, whether you want a whole bonanza full of them, it doesn't matter. Note cards are the key to staying organized during your speeches because you have lots of information that's easy to reference, and yet it's simple enough and bite-sized enough that you don't have too much information on one card. So, Brendan, great question. There are a number of components to being organized. One is getting the information. The second one is organizing it, and the third one is utilizing it during the debate. Note cards are your friend, my friend. All right, and last question here.
Hey, my name is Rose, and I would like to ask learning leaders, how many of you believe in unicorns?
How many of us believe in unicorns? Rose, that's an awesome question. I definitely believe in unicorns. Patrick?
I think the truth is out there.
You think the truth is out there?
I think that unicorns are out there somewhere, they just haven't been found yet.
Unicorns, they must be, right? They must be.
The most important thing is if you believe they're out there, Mike, then they are.
If you believe they're out there, Rose, then they are. And that's key. All right?
Keep believing, Rose.
Rose, you keep believing. Don't stop believing. A famous musical group, an artist of sorts, Journey. Don't stop believing alone. Don't stop believing, Rose. Unicorns are out there. All right, I think it's time for the quotation of the day. So Rose, how many of us? 2 of 2, 100%, case closed. All right, so it's time now for the quotation of the day.
Quotation of the day!
This guy scares me every time. All right, so today's question of the day, actually, we're gonna go back to our first answer, or our first question from Darren with the Lincoln-Douglas debate. We're gonna give you a quotation today from Abraham Lincoln. And Abraham Lincoln, was a woodcutter from Kentucky, made it as a small town lawyer in Springfield, Illinois, eventually was in Congress and down in DC. He went back to Illinois, and then eventually he became the president. And one of Lincoln's most seminal quotations, or one that I try to identify with, is, "Whatever you are, be a good one." And this quotation is deceptively profound, because whatever Lincoln was during the course of his life, whether he was chopping wood as a rail splitter, whether he was a riverboat captain, whether he was a lawyer, whether he was a congressperson, whether he was stumping, which means giving speeches for other presidential candidates, or whether he was the president of the United States, he certainly was a great one. But the point is that whatever roles, responsibilities, or livelihoods or paths that you want to take in life, make sure that you give your best and concerted effort to that. Like these guys out here, these knuckleheads are laughing and having a good time, and they're doing a great job at making sure that they're having fun. You're laughing. Give the best laugh whenever you can. When you want to laugh, give the best laugh. All right. Whatever you are, be a good one. It actually reminds me of a poem. I won't share the whole thing because it would bore you guys, but whether you're a tree at the top of the hill or a bush at the bottom of the rill, be the best of whatever you are, right? So it doesn't matter if you're on the JV basketball team and you want to be on varsity. Be the best junior varsity basketball player. You'll be noticed. You'll improve. You'll lead others around you, right? Let's say that you want to become a lawyer. Be the best lawyer that you can be. If you want to become a volunteer firefighter, be the best gosh darn volunteer firefighter in the city. Whatever it is, give your best and your 100% concerted effort to everything you do. And even if you don't feel that you're in a position of glory or power or fame or repute or esteem, it doesn't matter. Just like Lincoln said, whatever you are, be a good one. Whether you're a riverboat captain, a rail splitter, a lawyer, or even the President of the United States. So, Mr. Lincoln, This one's for you. All right, that was a short but sweet and a little bit goofy. Kind of goofy, that was a good one though, right? It's a good episode.
I like that.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Now that I'm thinking about it though, on this concept of Lincoln-Douglas debate, there's actually a Lincoln-Douglas debate competition coming up next Saturday and Sunday. Project 21st is sponsoring it. You guys need to get in touch with them if you want to join the competition. It's happening at the YK Powell School. So maybe we can link it up. Can we link it up here?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna link up here. Definitely, if you can, if you want to see Lincoln-Douglas debate for yourself, go check it out. Fall semester courses coming up. Couldn't be more excited to welcome everybody back to Learning Leaders this fall. We'll see y'all soon.